Hello and welcome back. The next match is going to be G2 versus TSM. The first of 3 Dust 2s. Dan, I heard you're casting Major.
Are we still doing this?
Why not?
Alright then. Well, yes, I am.
I mean, how many Majors have you not casted, Dan? I think we should milk it while we can. So, triple Dust 2s. The team of aimers, the team of mercenaries. G2. Thoughts?
Well,
I know you're trying to think of something witty, so you can put the glasses back on.
no,
But you failed,
I'm not
Dan,
doing it. I'm
so
not
the
doing
glasses
it.
are now on the table.
I'm not doing it.
Just admit it.
So, starting, we can start from the odds here from the community. So, 20% for G2, 80% for TSM. TSM are obviously a fantastic team. Generally speaking, they're very consistent, and this is where they do very well against teams like G2, because G2, you know, they rely on their individual skill. That's where their strength really is, and they really like to try to just exploit that as much as possible to try to win over their opponents. You know, we see, you know, simpler gameplay from them than a team like Titan, for example. You know, less drills and so on. But they really pack a punch, and they're good at that kind of a fast style. TSM are kind of, I would say, the perfect team to essentially be able to be consistent against a team like G2, because out of all the top teams, TSM tend to rely the least on individual skill in a lot of aspects of their game. They go to a lot of their team play. So for me, that's a really good way to be the most consistent against G2. So I would expect TSM, even though it's best of 1 Dust 2, I would expect them to win, you know, something 16-12ish or something like that. I think they'll have a decent time, even if they have a bad start on CT.
I think 16-12 would be too close a score.
Oh, you think it's
for TSM to be comfortable with, because I feel like it's not just about how you play, but how you respond. And because they've been a team for longer and so on, and they're much more drilled, I think their response, even on a map such as Dust 2, should be strong enough to like a 16-10, if not more.
The thing is, for me, because we don't know how this, like, who's going to start on which side and who's going to win the first pistol round, I think that's like a really big. Obviously, that changes a lot, and so I'm kind of going with like an average here, you know, give or take, you know, 3 rounds either way.
Well, here we go.
Depending on what happens on the pistol.
G2 starting on a pistol round.
So if G2 loses pistol round, I can definitely see this going 16-8 or 16-10 for TSM.
Okay, well, we will soon find out. Fast play from 3 G2 players towards. Wait, Jake has a T skin. Did I see that correctly? Does Jacob have a T skin? What is this? What is this? I don't even know what to say. How can I comment that?
Is he still? Is it refreshed?
He's got a T skin now.
What is this?
How is this possible?
He's cosplaying this.
Okay, well, let's just. I don't know that. We've got a Trojan horse. We'll just have to go with it. This is not going to be confusing at all. So Jake's going to throw the smoke over towards long. You can do that from, well, from various places. Who cares where you can do it from. Long's not going to be challenged by TSM just yet. They're going to go for a fast play towards short. Again, it was G2 who won the pistol there.
They only have 1 smoke as well, so it's going to be pretty tough for them to cut off all the angles with just 1 smoke.
Oh,
no way! Dink.
Hello. Well, I think if TSM had won the first round, they would have had somebody outside long right now. But since it's them on the force, the onus is on them to concentrate their aggression. Here it is. The opening frag goes towards the B bomb site, and they're heading in there. There's only 1 CT who's trying to hold on for as long as he can, but he's going to get sprayed down by Karrigan, who will also plant the bomb.
Yeah, this is awesome here from TSM. Great approach. And now G2 scrambling to try to find their way back into it. We have some kills coming in for TSM as they manage to isolate the oncoming players of G2. And Jake Chemis, he's going to be struggling here against 4 players. And there we go. Jake has killed. And actually, in dying, it looked like the skin got reset. This is obviously insanely powerful right now for TSM. They completely crippled the economy of the CTs. Oh, he's back?
This like Doctor Who or something. Like he died and then he just morphed back.
That's so interesting. But yeah, that approach from TSM was actually awesome there. He's playing the 1 smoke there and all attacking together, isolating all the players with the good weapons. Very nicely done. And now TSM going to be playing an anti-eco, and I've seen an anti-eco like this from Envious recently as well. You send 2 players on 2 players up the dark, try to get the picks, and one guy in the middle, and definitely there's some risk to it, but it's going to pan out here for TSM. They've lost nobody just yet, and there's only 2 players left on the A-bomb site, and TSM already know this information. Device can safely just back away and allow his teammates to deal with the situation now that he's very low on HP, especially as you do have to respect the aim of these players. But TSM will take the round pretty cleanly, and again, that's going to be very nice for their economy. And G2, they are going to be struggling, man. They're not going to have exactly all the things that they want, all the toys, but they will have an AWP on Makalele. We can see that he did manage to keep some money in the bank here, so he'll at least be able to buy the glass cannon AWP. But TSM might have a round to try to deal with that immediately. Nice little push there from G2. They'll take down one player. Device is out of the picture, but they cannot reclaim that weapon too easily. But they are going more aggressive here. Nice little push there from JChem, taking down Cajun B. 3 versus 4 now in favor of G2 somehow. They don't have anything in this round, but they've found the frags. I don't really understand how they made this work, but they did. Now it is going to get harder out from this point forwards. They've got to go for this retake. They've picked up 2 weapons. And considering that they're going to be buying in the next round, they're likely going to go for this. And without a kit, they've got to keep the pace high. It's a good angle there from Carrigan on long. As we'll see the P90 in JChem and the M4A4 of Dennis appearing to try to get some pressure done. But actually looks like they want to stay a little bit passively with their play and go for the exits instead. Interesting round indeed. And G2, in picking up those 2 weapons, that will definitely mitigate some of the damage that was done with TSM having that devastating second round, winning that 4th buy right after G2 won that opening pistol round. So now we'll see the buy coming in, and Michael Elliott instantly getting the AWP, able to get the Kevlar as well. No grenades, unfortunately. And thanks to the picked up weapons in the previous round, we have a really nice selection of grenades on the remainder of G2. All the 4 other players with good loadout. Even incendiaries, the luxury item. We've got Carrigan here looking for a fast timing pick here towards long. I'm not going to spot anything just yet, as there is no player there for G2. They've decided to pressure Catwalk instead. And this is information that maybe can be extrapolated by Carrigan. Not seeing anybody crossing with such a fast timing, he can maybe deduce that that means that there is a player on Catwalk instead. We're going to go for the opening there onto the double doors, but he's not going to find anything. There's no players playing off of him to trade with, so good stuff here on the opening for G2. But they need to make sure that they hold steady now and give away any of these advantages as Sitnix gets closer and closer. And great flick there from Michael Elliott. 2 players more A-long. G2 looking strong though.
Yeah, and G2 could soon see the bomb stuck in a precarious situation. There it is, but Device is the one to get the frag. So that's not a teammate on site, as it is suggesting. That is an opponent. Take him to go down. And Dennis will trade. That's the bomb down as well, and that's going to be the round. So I can only assume this is a bug brought in with one of the recent updates, because this is happening on some other streams as well. I think there was a situation where Device was a CT defusing the bomb with a T-skin on someone else's stream. So hopefully Valve can fix this one soon, because this is one of the more confusing ones, especially when it shows up the name as well as a T. But there we go.
It is pretty hilarious though.
Yeah,
it's one of the more hilarious ones as well.
Yeah, it is. So G2 going to be in control of long for the time being, not challenged by TSM on this round. TSM now taking the lead here, 3 rounds to 2. 1 AWP on both sides. And again, TSM going to have the numbers in mid for the time being. Nobody in the tunnel for now.
The problem is that G2 aren't playing anybody into middle at the moment. So TSM are a team that are going to see that there's no one in CT, and they're going to think, okay, well, we can just go for the B split, because they're going to be playing 3 on the A site, which means that we're going to have a really, really crushing, fast B split play. And TSM are a team that can actually capitalize on this, whereas there are a lot of teams that don't. So I fear for G2 in these setups.
Yeah, G2 using the pop flashes through the door. Those very deep flashes starting to peak now. Getting punished for it, though. Carrigan, again, the in-game leader, choosing the AWP on this occasion. Gonna move himself into a safe spot. What a snap onto Rain. That's a B bomb site lost for G2. How can they recover from this?
Yeah, I mean, Carrigan is, I think, the best player I've seen at those shots from double doors in towards the B-bomb site. He is so damn consistent on those, and he's proving it again. Might just pick up the 3rd one. Yes, he will. Michael Elliott is going to fall, and that's 4 players left for TSM against the 2 that G2 have left. And they are both, of course, on this A-bomb site. One is
He's in a terrorist onesie.
Yeah. So again, you know, so just to as we have a little bit of time here, if G2 continue to play this style where essentially they give up middle, that is really painful because Carrigan is going to be taking advantage of it, as we saw in this round. And even if he doesn't get those kills, they can play the fast smoke where you don't throw it into off the little window, for example, by Xbox or something that lands in CT spawn, but you throw it almost immediately, so it pops straight away, and you can have a really fast B-split play, which maximizes the time for the rotation from the A site, which gives you more time as a team to take the site and get post-plant setups. So it's very important that G2 actually do challenge middle every now and again to discourage TSM from this kind of play. And, great shot from Carrigan again. This guy is a monster when it comes to these T-side AWPing plays. I said to catch Michael Elliott at the end as well. So TSM with a very crushing series of rounds, and they've essentially reset G2 twice on the economy already. We're only into the 8th round.
All right, so G2 falling onto difficult times. Makelele's opted for one flashbang, and that's it for his team, basically. Other than that, they have pistols, the 5.7 onto Jake, and the P250 onto Dennis. So you can't expect much from G2 on this occasion. Two players in B tunnels, making sure they have a good hold of any push from the CTs. And there it is, Cajun B with 2 headshots will open up the B bomb site. We should see the bomb headed that way soon, unless Makelele can get another frag here. 2 frags with the USP, and he's picked up an AK as well. Traded, though, immediately by the nade of Zipnix.
Yeah, so unpredictable how awesome these G2 players can do in some of these weird situations, like with a USP. But the cleanup will come in inevitably, and I think, you know, TSM are really showing their consistency here and their stride because of the way that they've been approaching the rounds. And again, we made this point previously, they have so many players that can step up if someone on the team is not necessarily delivering in some of the moments that they should be, or that they can be. And once again, Carrigan's going to be the sole AWPer for the T side of TSM, and there's 2 AWPs now, Michael and Fox for G2.
Rain gets tagged through the dirt regardless. Makelele missing a shot there, has to retreat as well. Maybe he doesn't know, but Dupree is in the underpass area. Sorry, the lower tunnel area, not underpass. But he will escape for now. Bomb's been left in a passive position. G2 starting to move towards long, and they have lost short, as you can see. Carrigan and Device moving very quickly. Makelele now holding an angle from the car area while his teammate tries to hold things down towards long.
I think they're doing it again. Dupree actually spotted that there's, again, nobody in mid, but this time G2 have done something very smart. They got JChem boost up on the CT boxes, and I think TSM are going to try to fake into a B split to try to abuse that information Dupree got. But let's have a look and see how it actually develops, because they're actually moving the bomb back to short now, so maybe they changed their minds.
Yeah, let's see. They have a few nades left, including one smoke. They can smoke the top of this elevator area. They're going to choose a flash and have people drop into the elevator. So Makelele could get double peaked now from higher and lower. Look at all their players running past the angle. They know where Makelele is now. He's going to get taken down by Carrigan again. So on point with the AWP on this map.
The coordination there of TSM, that perfect flash timing, turning Makelele away, it was just absolutely played to the perfection there from TSM. And now they got such a good stronghold of this on this aim bomb site. G2, they can't really work their way in. They're playing kind of on the outskirts here, but they're getting hunted down. Device able to find JChem. There's only 2 players left now for G2, and they are getting hunted as well. Just one more now. Dennis by T-Spawn. If he's spotted, and he's going to get quickly tapped down. Just the class from TSM there, because it doesn't even matter if there were 3 players on the site there for G2. The way that they took those angles and dealt with Makelele AWPing was really strong.
Post-plant, TSM had a triple short hold with no control over long, which was pretty damn epic, and did the trick. 5-round lead now for TSM, as G2 are again on the eco. Dennis spending a bit of extra money, the Kevlar, the CZ, but to what help will it be? You can see Rain on the Deagle, Jake on the 5.7, and that's pretty much it. Again, we saw a round earlier where Makelele got 2 kills with a USPS, but that's going to be a rare occurrence in a situation like this. TSM with 2 people now in control of the long area. Carrigan's on the platform with the AWP. Just getting that extra bit of vision towards the site. Device is going to get taken down by Jake on short. Makelele's been lost on the site. Zimnick's coming in with another frag traded, while Dupree will finally take down Jake. towards short. So 3 versus 2, no rifles for the remaining G2 players.
And Rain is playing with the smoke, and he's going to get destroyed by the aim punch effect there. Carrigan with that Tech 9. And, wow, the aim punch there is not going to stop. Go under Cajun B. Going to jump down from short and essentially pistol whip his opponents. 8-2, and TSM are looking really good, but in goes the double up again. Last time TSM played a really good round against it, but this time they put double up themselves, so this could get quite interesting. And they have some nice spawns here towards B with a couple players, Cajun B and Dupree. They'll go for a fast peek. It's like at least Cajun B will.
Oh, Fox just trying to maybe get in position to look towards lower tunnel, but Carrigan with a great timing. He is dominating all the AWPers on this half. Down goes Fox, leaving G2 at an early disadvantage. Dupree's been lost as well, but the bomb still, of course, in a passive position. Makaleli taking down Zipnix towards long, so now things are falling maybe back into G2's favor.
I love Carrigan's AWPing style as the in-game leader. He's often so aggressive on maps like Mirage and maps like Dust 2. He's aggressive and very, very good inside AWPing. Now, looks like this round, the double up is not going to pan out for TSM. They got relatively they got shut down very effectively by G2. Now, here is an attempt by Carrigan. It's not going to work out in his favor, so just Cajun B left with the bomb. And he's got 50 seconds, of course. He's going to try to follow in his leader's footsteps here, down the upper dark area, in towards that B-bomb site, but he's been spotted now.
Yeah, there was aggressive play from a player on G2 side through mid as well, so the net was closing in on him quickly. Triple ops! Yeah. This is why I like the G2 side. They have so many AWPers, they can just go 4 ops if they want to. Fox, Dennis, Makalele will be the 3 AWPers on this occasion. Let's see how beneficial it will do. Rain is playing the B bomb sites at the moment. Makalele is headed in that direction as well. Could be holding top of short with the angle he has. Device is headed in his direction, however, and he's going to retreat away, maybe flashed towards the B bomb site.
The cool thing there is actually how that flash over the top pushes the AWPer back, allowing them to get a little bit, less engagements potentially against CTs as they push forwards, because the position to AWP there is so exposed. You've got to fall back if you get flashed in that way. So right now at this timing, the T's could really go anywhere, and right now they're taking Catwalk, going for the entry on the double doors as well. And they don't know that there is a player in CT spawn, but I don't know if it matters at this point. Dupree gets a nice entry onto Dennis. Great flick though from Fox, and the triple ops start to work in the favor of G2. How much more can Fox get done though? Oh, what a shot there. Carrigan's going to go down. So 4 versus 3, G2 are holding on in this round.
Makalele coming in to take down the other side of short as well. So TSM being squashed finally by G2, 4 versus 2, but there's still more work for the G2 side to do. And it's a 4-man retake, but with 2 AWPs, not going to always be easy. Jake coming in to take down Zipnix from the back, leaving only Cajun B. He will fall as well. G2 will survive with 3 players, including both of the AWPs.
That's pretty important too. I think they would be, they would be ready reset again, but in the way that they would probably be forced onto a force buy, I think.
I say both of the AWPs, but it did actually start with 3 AWPs, worth mentioning.
Yeah, they did pick one up. I think they took Carrigan's from the round previous to that. And, well, TSM, what round are they going to go with this time? We're going to see a default. Oh, wow, lots of players here in the middle. Wow, but Carrigan is still going to get the kill onto Makalele. And that's a big risk to take with an AWPer this early on. And Fox is going to try to return. And those players close. In comes the flash. And Fox has to be very careful here.
Might have just seen a leg jumping towards short. Should raise the alarm for his teammate Dennis. Dennis is getting flashed. And you saw TSM are meant to come back to the flashes later because they're moving really quickly here. Dennis has opted for a different spot, maybe as a counter to the flashes that came in from TSM in the previous round. Looking for the jumping orb. Not going to come off on this occasion. But now he's stuck. Does he choose to stay CT or try and risk it and go up towards car? But it's too late. The TSM players are on the site. They're smoking off short and planting the bomb for it as well. Cajun B with a very sneaky angle. He's going to find himself Rain. Can he get traded? Indeed, he will get traded by Jakem. 2 more players in mid for the CT side, but Carrigan's there as well, taking down Jake.
And a nice shot again. Carrigan, this guy on Dust 2, man. I wonder how many shots he's actually hit out of all the ones he's fired. It must be a very scarily high percentage, James. He's got to be hitting like 85, 90% of his shots.
One thing I wanted to say really quickly is TSM are so drilled on this map. You saw the angle Dennis was holding, I think 2 or 3 rounds ago, on short, the close angle where you have a very tight angle, which helps you avoid most flashbangs. But TSM had a flash specifically for that spot. He missed his shot. You saw in that round he had to take a passive position where he's got like an awkward angle on elevator to try and avoid those flashes, but he still gets flashed anyway. So TSM showing the prowess, and that's why I thought it would probably be a 16-10 or worse here in favour of TSM.
Karrigan is so scary right now. I know, you know, players of this caliber, they should not ever be afraid of playing any player, but Karrigan is just trying to take that aim battle is scary as hell in this position.
It's funny because he's showing the kind of sweeping style of shooting that was really powerful with how the AWP was before the nerf, but he's making it work regardless here, just with absolutely great aim and movement cancellation.
Yeah, nice little catch here on the rotation from some TSM players in middle. However, Dennis is going to come in from the back there with that CZ, and he'll get himself the kill. dupreeh is going to fall. So now things get a little bit complicated for TSM, but they will get the bomb down, and they do have 2 players ready to get a nice setup on the bomb site. And with the flank of Cajun B, G2 are in quite a predicament here. Xyp9x in this spot is very, very strong, but he has nowhere to stand. I love how he commits there to that engagement in the fire, and his teammates will clean up the rest. 10-4 is the score now. TSM looking fantastic. G2 without a buy. They are really, really suffering right now. I mean, to be honest, even getting 4 or 5 rounds, that's actually impressive considering the way that TSM reset them like 2 or 3 times in the first 10 rounds.
And there will be double ops, at least for the start. Maybe they're just spending a bit of extra cash trying to get those warbangs in. And indeed, Rain will receive the warbang. So they'll continue with 4 AKs and the 1 AWP. And Jake, I'm wondering if he's going to go for the strafe or the jump. I think the strafe will be better because he can get caught hanging tight here with these new hitboxes. He's actually running out of bullets. Fortunately, manages to get one more reload in, and that Molotov, just not as deep as it could have been there, will allow him to get a frag onto Karrigan. He's coming back for more. The bombs there as well. Misses a flashbang. There's a frag onto Cajun B.
Yep, well, 2 versus 5. They still haven't picked up the weapons though, these G2 guys. They need to get those weapons if they want to have a hope against Xyp9x and dupreeh. 2 strong rifles. dupreeh looking to catch out one of the rotating players. Fox goes down. And finally, Makelele picks up a weapon, but he is low on HP at the moment. 44 HP, and oh, he finds a headshot somehow, and Xyp9x is so low. Makelele with the finish. 5 rounds is actually not too horrendous, as long as G2 can win the pistol and of course, you know, win the right rounds where they're able to lose the right ones as well. You know, it's a very fine balance, but if you can force that reset, get some easier rounds going for yourself, that's going to help. But TSM, you know, they are famed for, you know, some of these really sick CT sides that they can deliver on Dust 2. And I mean, Xyp9x is a really great player to watch for on the A site. And when you look at Devices and Karrigan's AWPing potential in middle and all over the place, there's nowhere that's safe against these guys.
I just want you to note that this is one of the times where I actually made a prediction. But we'll see how accurate it is. 4-man push through top of mid here from G2. Makelele just going to move back and try and avoid that confrontation with the CT. Again, it is advantageous from that range. You can headshot the CT and not kill him. dupreeh is going to be alone on the B-bomb site with an entire team of G2 players headed in his direction. Device is on the flank, but he's going to get there far too late to stop the site from being taken by the Ts.
Yeah, here it is. Device, he needs to control upper dark if he wants to seem to have a hope here. First frag coming in, but the trade is immediate from Rain. But he has more players, Device, who are going to try to retake upper dark. And looks good here. Very low as Rain. He's going to go down finally. And now there's an entrance. Dennis has to watch his flank as G2 look to push Xyp9x from the front of the site. That's very, very smart there from G2, that kind of a movement. Karrigan will not survive the onslaught. And G2 will pick up the pistol. So it's game on here between G2 and TSM on Dust 2.
They must have realized that there were 2 of the 3 remaining CTs in tunnels, hence the push through the doors to just take out the one isolated player, so they can focus all of their energies towards the ones coming into tunnel afterwards. So nice reactive play there by G2 if that's what happened. They're going straight for the big guns, as many as possible. 3 AKs coming out. The P90 as well onto Jake. Rain might be the point man there with the MP7. TSM going for the force. We've got the Eagle coming out on dupreeh, Device, and Xyp9x.
Uh-oh, that is not good. That's not good for G2 right now. They cannot afford to lose this round. And already they will lose a man early on. Now things could get awkward here with a team that doesn't have lots of drills. Because, oh no, they've lost another player. This is getting really bad right now. Really bad. I cannot stress that enough. G2 cannot, they have to move together at this point and try to trade into a bomb site. If they lose another player, and these weapons that are all over the place can start to get picked up. Then we'll spot one player there, and things are looking very, very precarious.
That was beautiful, beautiful play by Dupree. Maybe we'll get time to talk about it in a second. There's still more to come. The 1Digs all over the place are wrecking G2 at the moment. 3 1Digs, 3 players down. Makalele's only got 13 HP. Dennis going to distract from long, but it's only Makalele down. He's going to fall as well.
Headshots all around,
The
man.
Butchers came in with the meat shot stand straight to the face.
I think that was 5 Deagle headshots there. I think
Meat hooks for everyone.
Man, that is brutal. That's brutal.
The way Dupree danced in the tunnel there, he showed him his position and moved a little bit to the left. And it's a situation where the guy with the AK has to peek and then stop to try and take a shot. But Dupree's already going to have the pre-fire there. And that's almost always where the guy with the AK is going to stand. So, unfortunate for G2, but their buy got absolutely wrecked. 3 AKs, I think, there for the TSM side, or at least one. Device now just going to spray with the P90 and do horrible things to the T side. Makalele and Fox remain scouts, and the P250 is all they have.
Yeah, it's pretty hard to do good damage here against TSM. They've got good positions as well. Device going with the P90, he's going to get both kills to finish it up, and they survive with 4 players as well. That is absolutely that is disgusting.
It's devastating, Dan. I know G2 had 3 AKs in that round, but they lost it to the 1Digs. I didn't see how many the CTs brought through.
The thing is, though, I mean, it does go to the fact that G2 didn't have an anti-eco there. They just one guy peeked alone in upper dark, a second guy peeked alone in upper dark. They're trying to play picks against picks, This is not an approach that most top teams will take. They will always try to. We saw that the same situation for TSM. They played 2 players upper dark, 2 players long, so you can trade and move forwards.
Yeah, I mean, if you're going to peek, one option is to go for the wide peek there. Otherwise, you're playing into, like, the way Dupree played the deagle there, I can't talk anymore, was perfect. But there we go. The bomb's been lost now for G2. It is an eco. They've only got Glocks, Makalele and Jake. They've taken down 2 players, though. There was another AK, actually, on the TSM side. We'll see if G2 can manage to pick it up.
Yeah, Makalele is not long for this world, and JK might get something sneaky done with his position. I don't think he's been spotted, but now Dupree knows where he is. Oh, yes! That is awesome. That reminds me 1.6. The burst Glock, man. It is legit. Now we got JK with no health now. I was going to say no Kevlar, but no health anyway. And there it is. Cajun B with the shot on the scout.
Cajun B should have been trying to chase down the AK, but he just decides to run away instead. Well, there we go. Double orbs coming out for TSM. 13 to 6 is the current score. G2 have much work to do here. 5 AKs for them, lots of smokes, flashes, all the rest of it.
Double orb is going to be quite interesting. Carrigan's going to go aggressive with the M4 this time. Oh, he's going to fight. Oh, okay, he actually falls back. He switches target there. A little bit weird, that engagement from Carrigan, but at least he gets the information for his team. Provides some distraction as well. Device will pick up an easy kill onto Makalele, and Carrigan is still behind the smoke, ready to essentially just wreck all these players. Never mind. Before I can finish that sentence. He himself will be the one who gets wrecked. 4 on 4 now, as G2 have a lot of options in this round, and TSM, they are moving a little bit. We've got 2 players towards car and 2 towards middle. They're getting proactive here instead of going hyper-passive. Yeah,
there was an opportunity for G2 to push short there because there was, I think Zipnix was running up elevator in a very bad position for him, but they chose to go back, and TSM will have positions on the A site now, but again, they are spread thin at the moment. 2 sites to defend as well as the mid area, and they are a man down, almost losing a second one. Dupree just dancing, but he's going to be the one to get on top of Jacob in that duel. So we've got a player on car with the AWP, that's Cajun B, and Zipnix is in for support on long, but Cajun B is going to get absolutely wrecked. Zipnix has the whole angle of an AK. Very nice shot there. Rain just running into the wrong crosshair.
Zipnix just bought so much time for TSM with that first frag. So much time. Even though they lose Dupree, now they're in position, Device and Zipnix. Although Device is below by elevators, that's going to be an awful position to try to do something with the AWP here, and he's going to get shot in the side of the head by G2's Dennis. That was a good round there from G2 indeed. And I mean, that said, it did surprise me a little bit how willing TSM were to play aggressive. in middle. I think we even saw a frag out of Dupree. Even though they lost a man, they were playing 2 to a bomb site. I mean, if Dupree doesn't get credit, he dies himself. That round's over right there. So TSM are showing a willingness to take risks against their opponents. And again now, we'll get a quick kill in from both sides. The trade. There's no one to refrag there on A long either for G2.
This is a really good start for G2. Dupree got tagged down to 20 through the doors. Often you get tagged down to about 34, but 20 is even more brutal, headed towards those red numbers. Although Rain is down to a similar score as well. Let's see all the players. G2 maybe with a read on what they did towards B, looking to get an opening, and indeed they'll get the opening, despite Device getting the frag onto Rain in mid. TSM scrambling for position now as G2 try to pass a choke point. Device falling before he can salvage anything for his team. Zipnik pushing really fast in with a flash, traded by the T's. 2 versus 1 now, KGB behind the fire.
It's actually doable because they have to plant the bomb. So there is going to be a moment where KGB knows that only one player is able to fight him at once. And, well, it's not going to matter because he will take the duel against 2, and he will go down. And 13-8 to score. I think I predicted 16-8 after seeing that GT started on the CT side. So my prediction can still come alive.
Your second prediction.
Yeah, no, but yeah, because predicting before seeing the sides sucks.
I said 16-10 before it started. I'm just saying. So TSM on the eco now, and it seems that G2 will climb the scoreboard and close the gap. Not out of this yet by any means. They do have the AWP as well onto Makalele. He has been tagging the players, crossing towards B. We'll see if it continues later on. Device picks up an AK. We'll have players looking to hunt him already, as you can see on the minimap there. The bomb just rotating from T-spawn now over towards A. So the round should be closed out from G2 here. Just a question of if Device can survive and how much damage he can do. He finds himself currently on the opposite side of the map from most of the players, but again, the hunt is starting.
Yeah, absolutely. It's an interesting situation because you can generate a lot of momentum on the T side of this map. You know, we kind of saw that on the first half of TSM, which is why I said, you know, the 10-5 is not actually horrendous, considering that G2 got consistently just reset and then reset and then reset. And we saw that on the first game. Oh no, sorry, the second match even, Fnatic and Envious, where that happened to Fnatic. They got so few opportunities because they kept getting reset to actually win that match and have a good scoreline. But G2 working their way back in this one now. It's going to be very encouraging also to win this round with 4 players left alive. To start padding out that bank and always having the opportunity to get all the weapons that they want. Of course, as we can see, you know, it's starting to look a little bit healthy. Whereas TSM, not so much. They must go for a save again, having been reset. And G2 will get themselves up to 10 very likely. And this Device can do something awesome with this AK.
Yeah, G2 with momentum on their side now. Who knows how far they can go. Missing the shot does Makalele this time. See what they can do, the TSM side, with the spy of theirs. 3 players with Kevlar. Device, of course, rocking the AK from the previous round. Wasn't hunted by G2. Their money wasn't spectacular by any means. And again, they are still trailing, so not going to get too leery. Got a crossfire in CT spawn from TSM. Carrigan's not boosted, though. Just playing behind the box for now. 2 plays in B as well, with Device solitary on A, with the AK having to hold down short and long on his lonesome.
So, yes, I'm looking for that opportunity to just squeeze in through one of the gaps that G2 may have left as they push forwards into closer positioning into the bomb sites. And there it is, Rain moving now. As long as the first connection by the Device. Nice taps there onto Tipnix as well. And there is the finish from Dennis. So good native, nice coordination coming in from G2. And it will be a very strong push. Only 1 player left alive in Carrigan. He's going to get taken down by Rain. And that's going to be that for G2 in that round. Success, 10-13. Just 3 more for the equalizer. But this round, this is where TSM could turn the tide. Cajun B actually on the AWP. I wonder which way is Cajun B going? He's going towards the long, I think.
All right, we'll see who stays there. I imagine they're going to want the AWP for a short hold later on, should it be necessary. And indeed, he seems to be running around car coming in towards long for support at the moment, but it might be that he leaves Carrigan there later on. G2 though looking to have an approach. Looks like Makalele wants to smoke the corner of long, which is where the angle Cajun B is actually holding here. So we'll see how the CTs react to this. Down goes the smoke. In fact, they're doing the wall of smoke to isolate the pit player. We saw this at one of the previous majors for the first time.
Good counter grenades. Look at that. Cajun B actually throwing a nade, a smoke there onto the barrels. So Carrigan actually has awesome engagements. If they try to push, they have to go through the smoke or they go into the crosshairs of Carrigan. That is a beautiful couple defensive nades there from Cajun B. And now look at how he's repositioned in towards the car, positioned in towards the slope to get the defense on short so they cannot wrap them. This is a beautiful response so far from TSM. And just a few simple things, a few simple touches, and G2 cannot make the A-split work.
So Makalele going to find the frags towards CT, towards A, through double doors, and they will retreat, leaving TSM in shock, leaving TSM with one man per site, looking for an A split now, with the bomb going through long, and Makalele holding things down on short. And again, we mentioned previously that TSM had the advantage of reaction. We saw it on long, but they'll need to show it again now, under unfortunate circumstances. Dennis gets taken down by Carrigan. Makalele unable to do anything, dropping in, trying to find a trade before the rotation can come in. And there's not enough time for him to win the round here. Crushed by Carrigan. He will pick up the AWP as well. Another round on the board for TSM.
Oh, yeah, it's not very nice for G2 to lose that round now, because kind of walking a tightrope now, because if TSM are able to win this follow-up, there's not much in the way of money left on G2. So the next buy will be really awful, and they'll have to do it. So they really need to get back into this straight away, unless they want TSM to win this one. And we have a fasty push in from G2. They don't go for the pick-based style, but Dennis got separated. His teammate's not willing to follow him through the flames. No bait, James. But they'll get the entry regardless as the flames do dissipate. And we'll get some nades from G2 as well. They are actually into the bomb site, and it looks pretty secure. 4 versus 5. And TSM actually have a really difficult round to play from this point forward.
Indeed, that was a super fast round, and TSM looks like they're going to opt to save here. Again, it is in this situation possibly suicide to go for it. They've got a 4-round lead. They're going to sit on the save. And this is something that more teams should do as well. A lot of teams will just try and force their way in and just die horribly, basically. Mangled arms and legs, unidentifiable by their parents.
It's not even possible for them to drop D3, because if I'm not mistaken, they spent all their money in this round. They'll get $1,400 in addition, so they can't even drop D3 really anything. I mean, maybe they could drop him like a Deagle or something, or 5.7, someone should drop him something obviously, but they can't buy him a rifle. That's the point. So that kind of sucks for Dupree.
Well, they can drop a FAMAS at least.
Okay, nice. They did have some money left.
Yeah, Zibnix had 2.5k, so he will drop the FAMAS over to Dupree. And TSM will continue.
But one thing we can note is the lack of grenades from them. So if we have a slow round from G2, eventually it'll be impossible for TSM to have the grenades to counter flash, to counter smoke. And then you've got the position where TSM just have to hit the shots, and against G2, that's where they want to be. So if G2 play really slow around here, that's going to put them in an ideal circumstance for them to exert their skill sets and to win the rounds.
So G2 with a slow start here, many players in mid, just slowly creeping down. Again, there isn't AWP on this TSM side, so G2 need to be careful. Could see a pop flash coming in from top mid to allow them to enter those mid doors, although they're just going to walk straight through. Cajun B repositioning. Oh, I think he might saw Makalele's arm, but Makalele's bullet will meet Cajun B first. Dupree going for an aggressive position. Will he be spotted? Will he be checked by G2? How many will he get? 2 men. Then he's going to get traded. Device coming in as well to stop the tunnel push. And G2 are going to get annihilated by TSM.
Yeah, TSM is so good at like holding those pushes. I mean, that's one of the scariest things you can face on this map. The fast B split play, getting isolated by that mid smoke. But hey, TSM they've done this. They've done this quite a few times. 15-11, double off him for G2, so they got a strong buy going into this, what could be the last round. Oh, Makalele is going to find himself a wallbang headshot onto Dupree. That is pretty much the best way you can start around on this map. And, oh, Device with a peak of his own. All of a sudden, we've got kills going backwards and forwards here. Just all these pick battles. Looks like G2 will be on top, though. 3 players for TSM means that the 3 remaining players need to take big risks to get TSM back into the round.
Carrigan taking down Rain, who is heavily tagged on the short platform area. There's a 2-man push from Long, which is going to take down Carrigan. courtesy of Dennis. Cajun B coming in to try and do what he can, but he's got nobody in mid either. Dennis taking him down as well. So it's just Device now to do everything here for TSM. He's made it to over 1 versus 2. Time is on his side. Maybe faking def cam going towards short, but he's in the CT area. Makele looking for him. Maybe he saw him. They know where each other are now. What can Device do? He's got 2 flashes here, and he's up against 2 opponents. Makele holding the angle, and he will indeed take Device down. TSM on match point, but G2 not letting them go all the way here.
Yeah, I mean, they get reset again. This is really, really brutal. So G2 are going to be taking this all the way, I would say. I think this is going to go to something like a 16-14 from this point, because TSM, they don't have the money. Unless we see like a surprise, shocker, like, Device in this case getting a few Deagle headshots, as we depleted previously, then it should go in favor of G2. But they have a better approach to this anti-eco as well. Although Rain is a little bit alone in middle, and it could be problematic. However, the kills will begin. Fox will take down Carrigan. Ooh, I could feel it happening right there, but Trigger is not going to get compressed, and Rain will dive into the dust to double doors into CT spawn and find himself frags. Frags, and frags. And TSM, what do they have this round? Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Oh, look at the money.
They're going for the Force. They're going to use the Force. Again, TSM, one of the strongest points in this particular matchup has been reaction, so we'll see how they react to the plays of G2. But first, they need to get past the doors. It's been a challenge for them in previous rounds. They're going to have to use a smoke. The HEs weren't working out for them. That will leave them less equipped later on. They already have a short buy here in terms of grenades. Only 2 smokes left at the very beginning of the round.
Xypnix in this position, I've seen him do big things before. Oh, the distraction comes in the jump. It's the bait! Oh, they fall for the bait. Xypnix gets both kills. Exactly as planned for TSM. It's the oldest setup in the book, James, and it worked in a pivotal moment here for TSM, taking a significant advantage. They can play very passively now. We see that. Evacuating middle is Device, and TSM now looks strong.
Oh, this angle. Oh, the timing is unreal, and Jake is going to... Oh, he's going to be punching his monitor when that happens. Still a man advantage, though, for TSM here. 2 AWPs, though, in the hands of G2, and they've been doing big damage with them so far. Fox searching, and Fox will destroy. 3 versus 3, and TSM are in another situation where they're on the wrong side of the entrance to B. Are they going to go for the save again? They are a lot closer than they were last time. But look at his position from Jake being super sneaky. Cajun B, will he even check T-spawn? He won't. He's going to get shot in the head, and that should signal the save here for TSM.
They can afford to... Well, I guess this is a little bit sketchy now that they lost player in dark, but yeah, pretty amazing. Like, if Device watches that back, he's just gonna like face palm, because the timing there, not just once, but twice, is really painful indeed. And that cost them the round basically. They just caught up thinking that it's likely safe, taking the small risks to push forwards. Either way, final rounds, and TSM, they don't have much to show for it, do they? 2 CZs, not even an Eagle.
There are some rifles on the floor, at least one.
Oh, okay, there we go. The AK goes to Device. Alright, so TSM, are they going to be creative here? How will they handle this?
Triple AWPs coming out for the G2 side. Again, they looked down and out in the first half, but they have made a valiant comeback, and they will proceed with... okay, so they triple AWPs for the beginning, just for the cross. And they will continue with the 2. Fox on the second attempt will take down Dupree behind the box there. Good start here for G2. We've got Device trying to hold down mid doors for the time being. You see Rain looking towards short and waiting for a peek from the CTs. Again, the CTs are man down. They're going to expect some aggression from them other Ts. Device trying to creep. Trying to do what he can. Fox with another frag towards B. That's going to stretch the plays even more. We're starting to see the rotation away from A, but A is exactly where the bomb is headed.
Yeah, I mean, Device is doing something huge. He's the only guy that really has a powerful weapon. He will find the kill onto Fox finally. Fox has been just so good on that AWP. Guy is a beast, and now it's down to Device to basically ace the team with half health. And he's I don't know that that is not possible. That's not possible, James. It's not possible.
You got there in the end, Dan. I think we have to look at the overtime situation here, and the advantage for G2 is that they're going to go into it with great momentum on the T half. Again, we saw how dangerous Karrigan was on his T half, but they're going to have to wait until all of this aggression before they can do that. And what is the score going to be like there? How much opportunity will they have to exert what they want to?
Yeah, they've been just doing so well on some of these shots. Like Fox, he is hitting everything as well, just as Karrigan was. And now G2, they've got a bit of a default round coming in here. Just upper dark control, or long house control, moving in towards the mid double doors just ever so slowly. The bomb down there outside of Longhouse. So pretty as default as you can really get. Michael finally repositioning through Suicide, now closer and closer to Catwalk. So all is standard right now for G2. And TSM playing it standard as well. Device and Dupree looking, Zipnix and Dupree looking for some information here on middle. So here's the timing to go for this boost. Have they read it correctly? Looks like Michael is going to go for the peek. He'll miss the shot, and he's going to get tagged here. Michael is in trouble. His teammates are not able to bail him out, but looks like TSM don't have any more opportunities for the shot, and G2 push forwards on Catwalk.
It's good momentum for G2, as mentioned before. In the previous round, they were looking for that exact boost for ages, so they knew to look for it again. Didn't get caught by it. Still 5 versus 5. KGB, as he has been doing all map, trying to hold things down with the AWP from Car. And again, Zipnix is on the slope as well to offer some more aggression. We've got the counter nades coming in. Molotovs forcing the T's back, ruining their timing. And TSM in a position to bring a third player, but Zipnix has been lost on Catwalk, and now they're retreating down long.
Yeah, they know that the players can push them close from slope, and that's exactly what's going to happen. Rain just steps out and takes a shot straight to the head of the AWPer there, but we get trades all around, and TSM, they're still at disadvantage. G2 look amazing here, but Karrigan's going to come in again. Finds himself some taps. JChem needs to make sure he stays alive in this position. It's all on Karrigan now. He needs to find the ace to save his team in this situation. Makes his way forwards. And he find himself a player. Is there going to be a peek from these T's? There it is, JChem. Good timing there. Just tracking the running sound of his opponent and closing him down. G2, first round of overtime goes to them, 16-15.
So the two main different types of overtime you have is MR5 16k, so you have 5 rounds each half, and MR3 3 rounds each half, but you start with 10k. When you have the MR5, you often see more AWPs in the first round, where people are more conservative with MR3, and here we are, AWPs for AWPs and AWPs. So look at that, we got everyone's dead Dan almost already. We have boosts coming in, AWPs all over the place. It's hard to keep track of this madness. Man advantage though for TSM. The bomb headed towards long with support, but there is a player, Karrigan, dancing behind the smoke.
I don't think they've played this position before either, so you can see how unexpected that is. Karrigan gets the first frag. He knows there's a second player there. The incendiary will keep him safe, and he can jump across. And in combination with the smoke, it's pretty hard to actually find a shot through the doors there for Michael. And he's alone now, and he's been spotted. Now they don't even have to go for this, but well, KGB will find himself the shot, and if he missed, Michael would still be dead. 16-16, and we're not any closer really to figuring out who really has an edge in this battle. I mean, it feels like G2 and TSM have found an even balance between their styles.
G2 are going all in on these AWPs. Fox down to 2,300 now. Makalele with another headshot through the door to Device. He is not having a great time of being on the receiving end of these bullets. Fox, though, is going to go down elsewhere, which will be TSM in control of long. But look at this push towards B bomb site. Down goes Dupree. There is one player to try and contest towards the door. KGB might try and get the jump as they cross, but they're going to smoke him off and then flash him as he heads towards the window. But he's going to get a frag regardless. 3 versus 2 now. TSM in a desperate situation. Still evened up, but can they go for this? The door, the window, both smoked off at the moment.
Yeah, G2 really keeping it simple in this round, and they hit the shots, and that's all they need to do. And Karrigan now is going to pressure in from upper dark, finding some good damage in, and ooh, we might get the finish in the incendiary. That should do the damage there to Rain. He's going to get burned alive, and that's going to be a cue to go in now. 2 versus 2. Karrigan and Zipnix will be pinching into the bomb site. Karrigan with a nice find there, and Dennis is also going to go down. They need to find the bomb though, and it's too late. Oh no, it's too late.
Goodbye, my friends.
Oh no, he went to the expected spot, and that was the difference.
Good thing is though, again, they did a lot of monetary damage. Although looking at the last 2 rounds remaining, I don't think it's going to matter on the T side. They're going to have no problems going for the buy again, but only the 1 AWP this time on G2. Just Makalele rolling with it now. I know Fox had about 6k going into this round, but he's going to go for the AK. TSM down to the 1 AWP as well, so they've had their fun with their toys, but now Mother's taken away the credit card, Dan.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how TSM deal with this situation right now. Playing it quite passively. Device in his forward position. He's going to get taken down by JCam, getting spotted out and losing the duel. That is going to be very painful indeed. G2 looking pretty snappy at the moment. With this man advantage, despite Rain being on 11 HP, they can combine the numbers and they can barrel down any position they choose, and they should be a good play. It should be a good play. Oh, the Rain. Oh, Rain taking 3. That took 3 HP off of him.
We are looking for the first team to make it to 21 rounds here, which will happen hopefully, or maybe, in the second half of this overtime. But for now, TSM have lost 2 players, and they're looking at a 2-round disadvantage unless somebody can do some big clutch here. Again, Rain is heavily tagged, as is Dennis. But Cajun B is going to get shot straight in the face. Zimix playing the smoke's going to get 1 frag, instantly traded. Dupree coming in for the flank. How many can he get? He's facing 2. He's dead that.
Yeah, G2 with another strong round. And again, they seem to have found a lot of comfort. They're really hitting their stride on these T rounds. And oh, we're going to get some guns here for this last round. The auto sniper out on Rain to barrage against those doors. And JChem is not going to buy one. He's actually saying, you know what, I've got a really good spawn. If you guys get a kill in mid, B and boom. Simple as that. But Device are so patient, so brave to even be anywhere near those doors. And Carrigan's got an AWP as well. He's going towards Longhouse. Will he find the kill onto Dennis? Dennis is going to be peeking him eventually. He's got the bomb as well, so Dennis has to be very careful here.
A mere 6 sniper rifles at the beginning of that round, and indeed he does have to be careful about losing that bomb. We'll see how that continues. AK versus AWP, and they are both being completely static at the moment. Aggression through double doors. Will that cause the rotation? Cajun B going down to Fox. Nobody in B tunnels on either side. And again, the bomb still completely static. Did Carrigan see him cross? He's going to miss the shot. There goes the bomb. And they're going to start pushing short R, the T's, while the rotation comes in from the CTs. Carrigan making his way very quickly back, and he's going to find a frag onto Fox, showing how he's ever dangerous with that sniper rifle. Yeah,
I mean, Fox has been the danger man with that sniper rifle in a lot of these spots, and this time he gets nullified, and G2 will push into this B-bomb site from mid, a little bit of mid-split, but Jacob's alone at the moment. He needs to find his player, spraying wildly, Dupree pulling out the pistol, and Jacob finding the headshot, but Zipnix is fast, and the blank, he's going to catch a headshot onto Jacob straight away as he falls down, and now, if he can just hold off this plant, just buy a little bit of extra time, maybe he can actually make something happen here with his teammate, but that's what the Flames here will provide. Tease with the bomb plant, and there's Carrigan. The AWP still has to plant. Oh, what a shot there onto Dennis. Will go forwards now. Finds Michael, switches out for the AK. Michael in with the pistol. Spray comes in, and that's going to be the frag for Carrigan, and TSM will pick up the round. Now, that's an important one, of course, making it 18-17. Still, anyone's this. It's impossible to call at this point. That said, you know, as you mentioned, Carrigan was a beast on the T side. He needs that performance again for TSM to have a hope here.
This is a super violent game from both teams. Great to watch. And again, it's G2 who require 3 rounds to go over the line here. TSM only 1 more, but that means 4 out of 5 rounds for them to take this in OT2. A lot easier said than done. 3 AWPs to start, 2 on the CT side. Let's see who's going to get what. Makalele going to do a double boost onto short super quickly. Could this take TSM by surprise?
Yeah, they got 2 players moving into lower dark, and they're going to get spotted off guard. Oh my god, the frag didn't come in, but Dupree, it will deliver one of his own there. And TSM with an advantage. Now, they're a team that should be able to play these advantages really well, but Carrigan, he's going to pick up another one. Fox on the challenge. And I love how TSM are just not afraid to battle individual skill against individual skill here against G2. And the push in middle is going to be coming from TSM as well as they look to go for the B split. Dupree's alone, though. A lot of expectation. He will deliver on the first kill, and that might just be enough.
4 versus 2. G2 have been squashed in the first round of the second half, but Makalele with the AWP could still turn things around. Again, with the man disadvantage, you might see a bit of aggression from G2. TSM being very, very careful. They know the power of these players. We can see maybe Makalele is being spotted by a Device on long, and Device possibly offering a fake. By the time the rotation comes in from those T's, they may think it's actually a B play, but there's a flank coming in through B as well.
This is absolutely ridiculous right now. It's so impossible to know what's going on. Rain's going to take down Device, and they're going to read it exactly as you said. Oh, it's going to be A, but now TSM are going back to B again. So TSM themselves, not necessarily with a solid plan at the beginning of there, but playing it reactively, seeing what the CTs are doing, and they will arrive on a bomb plant. So it's actually worked. They traded their player for the bomb plant. That's pretty worthwhile. Still being a player up as well. G2 might go in fast though, despite the smoke being down. And oh my god! Michael Ellie, come on! Rain now is trying to make his way in as well, and he might just have enough space to do so. Now Michael Ellie is coming in from the front doors. They're going to worry about that. But Cajun B is going to drop Rain straight away. Michael Ellie has to fall back at this point. But hey, you can't say that he didn't give his team a chance.
Yeah, that was a pretty insane wallbang there. I wanted him to just carry on. I wanted to see what could have happened, Dan. Show me more wallbangs. Not to be though. TSM are about to even things up 18 to 18. Another frag from Makelele. God, these people just getting so many frags.
It's actually funny how this game's turned out, right? Because it really feels like both G2 are playing this, of course, individual skills kind of style where they're just hitting these shots, they're pushing out, they're getting the picks. But TSM, they're not actually afraid to do that themselves, and they're like, well, we're going to bring it to you as well. This is a complete slugfest between these teams.
Gonna have maybe a bit more fencing with sniper rifles down the mid area, but it's not to be, at least for now. There are still 2 AWPs on the map though. There's a 2-man push from the CTs coming in. The Cajun B is playing the normal pillar area, but that is to be expected, and Rain will win the duel. That's enough for the CTs. They will sit on that lead and move to bolster other areas. There were 3 people towards B, so they will try to get back into position towards A fast. You can see TSM trying to react, trying to take short fast, but the bomb's still top mid at the moment.
Oh, and G2 kind of read it wrong. They're actually a little bit worried about there being a B split play, but that might not be a completely just catastrophic mistake, because Carrigan with a fast entry onto JChem is going to open up that bomb site, and the plant can go in pretty much anywhere they want. Zipex gets the bomb down, and in goes the retake attempt. There are 4 players here for this retake from G2. Now, will they be having any luck here? Fox is going to take the frag onto device. Trade comes in. More trades here, but it's TSM that are going to win the round there. That was absolutely ridiculous. In a space of 2 seconds, about, what, 6 players died?
I don't know, it's like people are just dropping bombs and everyone's dying so quickly. It's insane. TSM have had so many successful plants on their original T side, on short boxes, but they were going to do it again, but they just chose an opportunistic plant on the corner since there was a smoke there anyway.
And there are 4 AWPs again. There are 4. This doesn't stop James. And look, they're all challenging middle again with the AWPs, and this time both AWPs for TSM are going to deliver. Dupree this time is also helping out instead of the usual device. This is not looking good here for G2.
Could this be what takes TSM over the line? They are quickly headed towards round 20 again. 21 rounds to win this match. Only Makelele remains versus 4 TSM players. Let's have a quick look at the G2 money. See what it's saying in a moment. It is awful, Dan. It's really bad money now. So they are going to be in trouble next round.
Yeah, this is really interesting. We've actually had really good games today so far. We've had really awesome games. And this one is just awesome in its own unique way. Just from the...
This is a slugfest.
It's so bloody. This one is just so bloody.
It's like Rocky versus Dolph Lundgren.
Alright, so match point here for TSM. G2 need to win the next 2 to survive to another overtime, and as James mentioned, their money is suboptimal. They do feel the buy thanks to the save of the AWP.
Can they even buy 5 rifles? I don't think they can.
No. But they have something. Just the rattle of shots there, one after another from the AWPs on the doors.
Okay, so we have some teasing towards long, but there will be no engagement from TSM. Taking some fast presence towards B tunnels. There are 2 people in B for G2. Maybe they will try to get a bit aggressive again later on. But for now, it's just going to be moving around, posturing. Again, TSM with many players in mid. Zipnix is going to be holding down the long doors, just as Fiflaren used to for NIP. G2 just waiting for now. Now we're seeing his flashes coming in through double doors.
Yeah, and they've got Carrigan into that position that he's so good at. And he's going to deliver again. Gets the trade with the AWP. He's going to spot the second player, but he doesn't get the shot off. I think he got the tag, though, somehow. Somehow he just connects these shots I don't even understand. And Carrigan will try to get the finish there onto Rain. He knows where he is. This guy is a predator. Carrigan will get traded, though. Michael Elliott is going to capitalize on maybe his greed, looking for that frag. And there goes Dupree now. AWPs everywhere at the moment, it feels like, as TSM go for the creep. But there's a player on Goose. It could be all over for them if Jacob gets these frags. The bomb is down. Can we see the trade? No. G2. They look fantastic now. They needed to win this round.
We need some body bags on Dust 2, please, because everybody is dying all the time. Are we going to overtime 2, Dan, or is this going to be the last round?
It is impossible to say at this point. Got a few weapons thrown around here, so double up on TSM maybe just to triple up there, just buying up all the with everything they can to get the initial shots there. And there you go. That's exactly what they were going for. It's a very low percentage that happens, but it is a good round for it to happen in.
So much aggression from both teams all through the map. Yeah, let's go mid. Let's challenge mid. Let's challenge mid.
And we have
rabid animals.
And Dennis is there. He's doing exactly just that. And oh, he's gonna catch the Vice, and there's no trade. G2 keeping themselves in this, and oh my god, Dennis goes in for more.
Dennis,
I don't even know.
He might be the most aggressive player in Counter-Strike.
Oh my god. Okay, well, 3 players for G2. This is a very horrible situation for them. Again, TSM should be the team that's better at capitalizing in a situation on the T side where they have a man advantage as the Ts.
Yeah, TSM just waiting for now. They've still got a lot of time to play with here on this map. Holding angles. The G2 side, the CT side, don't know much of what's going on. They can only guess at the moment. That's going to keep them wondering for now. So Rain coming in with a 5-7, but he's in a lot of trouble. Dupree going to take him down. That's the B bomb site. We've seen how hard it's been to retake in this match. And TSM with a double man advantage as well. Carrigan just so smart, just hiding behind the box where Jake has been rendered useless. Foxo coming in with a frag through the doors. Jake is probably not going to take this corner. It could be 2 for Carrigan here to close out this match. He's going to get spotted, but can he get any frags? The Tech9 coming in is going to leave Fox alone versus 3 players with a crossfire, and that's going to be enough for TSM to take it 21-19. Absolute monster match. Very entertaining to watch and cast.
Yeah, that was a brilliant game. Brilliant game. I love how smart Carrigan was there in that spot. Of course, you know, there is always a possibility that guy could be there on the box looking over the smoke. He doesn't know that, but in staying there, and of course, time when he heard the flash being thrown or exploding, that's when he moves in through the smoke, knowing that that's the moment that the CTs are going to be going through their smoke as well. No one able to see anything. Very smart indeed. And yeah, I mean, that match was just that was just awesome shot after awesome shot from both teams. It's just like who can last longer hitting these insane shots.
That was a great, entertaining match.
Yeah.
Good comeback from G2 as well after the first half. So well done to both teams. So finally, we get through that match. And as you can see on your screen there, G2 versus Envy. No break for them is your next match coming up very shortly indeed. We will see you back here in just a few minutes.